to get to see what the studio looks like. Most importantly, because you can hear us on the radio. But if you want to see what the studio looks like, you can go on our YouTube and Facebook page right now. We're streaming live at WFM 917. I'm not alone in the studio this morning. I got an able friend here. Been a good friend of the house, Lobinko Olarin. Thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Good morning.
How has it been arrested?
Wow, it's well deserved.
So I think your new title would be Lobinko Olarin. You advocate for New Nigeria or for the mind shift. Nigeria will be great again. Advocate for Nigeria would be great again. Thank you for that motive. And of course, a lot is going on in our country. For a moment, President-elect, 46th President of the United States of America, Joe Biden, was elected over the course of the weekend. What's your take on this particular, perspective to it was better for Trump to be there for Africa?
The bottom line remains, whoever wins American election is America's president.
Wonderful. Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Let's stop this tirade of we would have wanted. Yeah, whoever governs them. Whatever policy we benefit from, it's because they're benefiting more from it. It's time we look inwards. Americans voted for Biden. Okay. Nigerians should vote whoever they want. That's the consciousness we need to. You had it. They had the largest record of voting.
150 million voters.
You know what Nigeria will be great is all about? Let's have a vote bank of 50 million.
That would be a lot.
Just 50 million.
That would be a lot.
Ready eligible voters deciding that come the next election. The next election is Lagos State Constituency 2 and Lagos East elections.
Yes.
I'm very certain that eligible voters that are already with their PVCs in that location is more than 3 million. To 5 million. Let's all troop out.
That's a lot because the United States population 2020 is estimated at 331 million, approximately about 331 million, and we had 150.
I won't be surprised that the percentage of eligible voters that did not vote in that election probably is no more than 5%, because obviously they are children. The children probably will be more than the adults. You understand what I'm saying? So if there's any part of that population that did not vote, it's probably just 10% of it. Unlike our own, where we have primaries, candidates on primaries elections winning with 3 million, 4 million, and it comes to the general election, we have only thousands. We don't even have hundreds of thousands. That's so unfortunate. So we need to replicate what's happening in America. Nigeria can be greater than America. We have it more than America. We need to look inwards now.
Oh, all right. We need to look inward. This is a very important question that you have asked this morning. Let's go straight into the dailies. If you're going to join us this morning, do well to send us a text or a WhatsApp message on 070-317 56537 070-317 56537 to be part of the conversation here on the radio. The Punch paper has the headline, "One Killed as Bandit Attack Zamfara Commissioner's Convoy." Governor Bello Matawale rescues 26 Castina girls from Zamfara bandit. And war against Boko Haram taking too long. Bauchi governors lament. NYC begins compulsory health insurance, mobilizes 66,000 for orientation. And strange disease hit Oyo community, 11 dead, 5 hospitalized. And Ondo's doctors begin indefinite strike over unpaid salaries. I was pretty much aware when it started yesterday. Federal government panel giving 6-month timetable to sell forfeited assets. Who are going to buy these properties? All right. House of Representatives deny approving firearms for Federal Road Safety Corps. And we have started repairs of 9 grounded fighters jet. This is coming in from the Nigerian Air Force. The Guardian paper has it. Nigerian query 25 years old quota policy and varsity admission. In the course of last week to this week, I have just been looking at quota system on different angle, and to see this headline come up on the paper, I'm really glad that somebody's raising these issues gradually. All right, fuel scarcity looms as oil workers begin strike over integrated payroll and personal information system. And Nigeria loses $5.1 million daily as communities shut 8 flow stations in Delta. WAEC postponed exams for private candidate. and stop integrated payroll personal information system to end strike. ASU tells federal government. All right, the This Day paper has this headline. It says here, fuel crisis loom as oil workers begin strike. Somebody said yesterday, why is it close to festive season that there is always an issue with fuel scarcity and the price of transportation goes up?
It's unfortunate that this seems to always be reoccurring. But then I think, was it yesterday I think yesterday or this morning.
Okay.
The Pengasan guys.
Yes.
I mean, we don't have to always wait. Our government should not always wait.
Okay.
Till things. I mean, we should be honorable.
Okay.
Our government should be honorable. I mean, there must always be a meeting point.
Okay.
Let's meet at that meeting point.
Yeah.
Let's find our common ground before things degenerate and turns into hardship for them.
All right. Let's take these headlines of the This Day newspaper. CBN opposes suit to remove Arabic inscriptions from banknotes. And fuel crisis looms as oil workers begin strike. Governor Kadi Fahimi moves to create local government council development area setup committee, and acting INEC boss swears in Dr. Joseph Chukwuemeka as a resident electoral commissioner. An Osun judicial panel on police brutality begins sitting on Thursday. The Nation newspaper has the headline, senior citizens to mediate between ASU and federal government, and fire destroys 1.2 million naira worth of property in Osun State, and second wave of COVID-19 infection possible, says NCDC. And Governor Bala Mohammed signed 42 billion naira supplementary budget. And Kanu committed to reducing maternal child mortality. Ignore protesting youth at your peril, Senate warns. And also the pen pushing has the rest of this headline. Has it that Oyo State government pays 8 billion naira as gratuity to 3,783 retirees, and 2 arrested for alleged gang rape in a 14-year-old. They didn't put the state. I thought the state was going to be indicated, but the state is not indicated. All right, let's go straight into the dailies. And this generated a lot of conversation over the weekend with regards to firearms for FRSC. So the House of Representatives has denied approving firearms for members of the Federal Road Safety Corps. The House Committee on FRSC at the press conference in Abuja on Monday said it only expressed concerns over safety of the members of the Corps. On Thursday, the Corps Marshal Boboye Oyeyemi had appeared before the committee to defend the 2021 budget proposed by the FRSC, where he lamented the threat to officers of the Corps. At the meeting, the lawmakers suggested that members of the Corps should bear arms to curtail the excesses of road users in the country. Underline the word curtail excesses of road users in the country. On Monday, the chairman of the committee, Mr. Mayowa Akonfolari, said that we were with the Federal Road Safety Corps for budget defense. In the meeting, it was clearly stated that the response representative, we owe it a duty to protect lives and properties on our road. The marshal made some report concerning the harassment, molestation, killings of his Corps members, and we're responding to a committee that is very responsive and sensitive to the plights of Nigerians. He also says we made it clear that we owe it a duty to ensure safety on our roads. The road safety people and the road users are all Nigerians, and it is our responsibility. It is an issue of two sides of the coin, that the personnel of the road safety must be protected. And we made it clear that in a meeting, that road safety of our roads is a collective responsibility. So I want to quickly take a look at the FRSC, and let's look at some of their core responsibilities before we talk about this headline, because it's important that we talk about their responsibility and what they are expected to do in order for us to understand why there is a conversation around the fact that they need to start carrying firearms. So the statutory function includes making the highway safe for motorists and other road users, as well as checking roadworthiness of vehicles, recommending works and infrastructures to eliminate or minimize accidents on the highway, and educating motorists and members of the public on the importance of road discipline?
You see, first and foremost, I want to give it to the road safety officials. I know quite a number of them, from the high hierarchy to even probably the lowest cadre. There was a time my car broke down on the Long Bridge. A young man, I won't forget him. His name is Oshoshikwe. He brought their towing vehicle and helped me tow the vehicle to a safe place where my mechanic can come and treat it. Road safety's job is not one that requires arms and ammunition. But it's unfortunate that we are in a Nigeria where anybody in uniform automatically creates fear in the populace when they come in contact.
Mhm.
What is the reason for that? I'm not talking about road safety alone. I'm talking about road safety. I'm talking about NSCDC. I'm talking about police. I'm talking about military. We need a paradigm shift, like I would say, like I'd always said lately. Why is it that anybody in uniform, I mean, as much as I want to commend FRSC, I know there's a lot of bad eggs amongst them as well. What we really need is a reorientation. At this point in Nigeria, I think we need less harms. 2 weeks ago or thereabout, there were no police on the streets of Lagos. There were no police anywhere, and the hoodlums were not attacking. Nigerians were moving around. Fine, there was congestion. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
But then everybody was. So we need to use that as a model. That for 2 weeks there was no security on ground as it used to be, and yet Nigerians were law abiding, except for the congestions on the roads where
Traffic was on the high.
Exactly. I mean, we need to bring everything on the table, reanalyze and discuss, and see the pros and cons. I mean, getting ammunition right now is it's for me. It's just another way of giving them.
I'm also thinking about
power. Absolute power corrupts.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. So I agree with what you have said this morning, but I'm also looking at it from the perspective of what is the attitude of some of these officers. We definitely know that sometimes motorists can actually be excessive in their attitude. An officer is flagging you down, and that's when you want to accelerate 100 and just to run and just not to be stopped. But isn't this a time for us to begin to look for better ways to begin to apprehend road users as well? Because if we go back, I really like to state it that the fundamental responsibility of the FRSC is ensuring and making sure highways are safe for motorists and other road users, as well as checking roadworthiness of vehicles. And this goes to trucks, this goes to even some private cars, checking whether your road is worthy enough to be on the road, recommending works and infrastructure to eliminate and minimize accidents. I don't think we have gotten extensive report of FRSC saying this road needs to be fixed. We need officers on this road to flag down. Look at what's happening on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, for example. There is a report or a story of an accident almost on a daily basis.
You see, unfortunately, I think I've come to that point where I no longer see Nigeria's problem on. You see, the problem we have in Nigeria is endemic. The road safety that is being a nuisance on the road. When you look at it, something is wrong with the psyche. And what is wrong with it?
Would it be psyche or the system? Because one of the basic functions.
What is wrong with the psyche? That's where I'm coming to. Is actually from the system. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of people probably are not getting. He knows those in his office that are not on merit are not getting their positions on merit. You understand? Just because Nigeria is a UNO kind of country, and then the driver too. That is excessive.
Yeah.
Take that driver from Nigeria, take him to Canada, take him to US. You'll see it comport himself.
They might not even be able to drive in Canada.
I was listening to a program, Patito's Gang, last night. Pato told me, and and this man was talking about how he decided that it's safe